what was your takeaway from that Alabama and LSU game?
I'll go first here.
Yeah.
I think that it proved that Brian Kelly is the real deal.
Yeah.
We looked at Brian Kelly and we made fun of him for standing up on the spinning platform and dancing with the recruits and all this stuff. And then somewhat of a shaky start, the close loss there to Florida State. But since that point, him and that team have put their head down. Those players have clearly bought into his system and his style.
Yeah.
And they have some momentum behind him right now. I'm telling you, I didn't foresee
He's a good coach.
He's a really good coach. And
he's always been a really good coach.
And I know it was nighttime at Death Valley, and Bama's not quite the Bama coach. You said it a second ago that they've been in the past, but it's still the former Heisman Trophy winner Bryce Young, who played great for the most part. And it's still Nick Saban on the other side of the ball. And it's still Alabama coming to your house trying to knock you off. And I thought they just weathered the storm. They took it head on. They locked the gate behind them. And they played really good football. I think LSU is, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, one of those teams that could come out of the West and end up giving Georgia a run for their money in the title game.
I agree. I mean, it said two things to me, and we've been talking about Alabama for the last 3 weeks. Are they getting better? It just didn't look like it. They got great quarterback play. They're not as explosive on the outside as they have been. They just aren't. And their defense has not been the defense that Alabama has been. That you got to give. Everybody wants to talk about Alabama. You got to give LSU credit. I mean, they hung in there. They have gotten better. I mean, they have gotten better every week. They've weathered some storms, much like Oregon, right? We wrote both these teams off after week one, and even the Florida State game, everybody says Florida State isn't very good. We're looking at this. But these teams and these coaches and these players, and again, I'll go back to this. You go back to you've got two transfer quarterbacks in this situation, right? Two guys, and I know this with Trevor personally, right? Early in the year, you got to get comfortable. And those guys are getting better, and their teammates are starting to feel them. The coaches are starting to feel them. And Jaden Daniels is a good player, and he's starting to assert himself just like Bo Nix, and that's a dangerous combination in the West for LSU.
Hot damn, that two good answers, two great answers. The biggest thing for me, and listen, I'll say this: Matt House was a GA at UNC when I was there, so he's a guy that just yelled at me every day, and watching him grow into his career has been amazing. From Pitt and working, he's worked all over, and just watching him grow has been really cool to see him go from a guy that Rudy T yelled at for running a bingo to becoming, essentially one of the premier defensive coordinators in college football right now. And it's really cool to see somebody start from there, to see them start and then where they are. So I'm going to go with that.
We're dropping our merch. We got to start calling Underwood Daddy Brad. But I'm a big